In Iowa. It could be Edwards, it could be Obama, it could be Hillary. If I had to bet today, I would say Barack Obama wins Iowa.
John, let's go to the Republicans for a second now. I've talked actually a lot, to the Romney campaign, and they say, look, this is a love affair. It'll pass with the press, and that actually Huckabee has, in the campaign words of the Romney folks, a troubling record on taxes and a reputation for bloated spending. What say you?
You know, Griff, the Romney people, right now the problem is it's almost like melting ice. Every time they look at it, they're going down in the polls. I think there's one poll right now, for the first time, he's under 30%. People like Huckabee. It's kind of like the Three Bears, you know, too hot, too cold. He's a little bit of everything. It's kind of cliche, but he is one of those people that he seems comfortable in his own skin. He seems to have a nice family. He's got a good record. He had showed good humor the other night. He's a musician. And on top of that, he looks like someone who could be running a hardware store. The Giuliani campaign, they are really in trouble right now. I mean, his family seems to hate him. It looks like he was having the New York police act like pimps for him. But the Romney people, all that effort in Iowa, and right now they find themselves, it looks like they're definitely going to finish second.
Jeez, that's a little harsh, John.
But he was far down that. Now, Bill Press, as a Democrat on the outside, why do you think Giuliani's having so much trouble there?
Well, you mean by having the cops act as pimps for him?
Those are the allegations in the press.
John, that's going to be on YouTube now. Go ahead, Bill.
I just got to say,
he seems to have a lot of baggage, and I like Rudy.
Don't sound like it.
Well, I think John is right. I think this is a real problem for Rudy. Rudy's problem is, first of all, he sort of ignored Iowa. I mean, so he's kind of written Iowa off and New Hampshire off. But I think he's got some, here's what I would say, John. I think he's got some good news here. If, in fact, Huckabee knocks Romney off in Iowa. Today, John McCain got the endorsement of the union leader in New Hampshire. So if Romney loses both Iowa and New Hampshire, then Rudy's in Fat City down in South Carolina and Florida, again, as long as the pass with Judy Nathan doesn't bring him down.
You know, John, pimps notwithstanding, I'm wondering if Iowa and New Hampshire even matter. Oh, sure, they're first, and we're paying a lot of attention to them right now. But, hey, something new has happened this electoral year, and that's Super Duper Tuesday, in which there is, 18 primaries simultaneously. An enormous amount of decision-making will happen in a singular day. And a lot of these candidates have been dumping their time and effort and cash into Super Duper Tuesday. So doesn't that trump everything Iowa and New Hampshire?
I don't think so. You go back to 04, Greg, and I mean, right after Kerry won, Iowa was all over. The thing to watch is Oprah coming into Iowa. I think she is the most impact player this race has. People believe in her. She influences people's lives, and she is going to be the biggest star than Bill Clinton. Obama coming out with the big Iowa win, I think that then makes him unstoppable, and that train moves into New Hampshire. Now, the problem with the Romney people, remember, they wanted to win Iowa. They thought they'd win New Hampshire and then run the table and win Michigan. That is now in trouble because of Mike Huckabee. But, you know, you're not mentioning the Clintons have problems. The one thing about that hostage situation, when I heard there was a hostage situation, I thought it was a group of Fred Thompson supporters who were trapped, forced to listen to another one of his boring speeches.
Oh, John, you're coming out. 1-2, 1-2. Way to go. John DePetro, Bill Press. Great.